Good morning. We're on our way to Torrey Pine's natural or state natural reserve. We're going to go over there and do the hike. Torrey Pines has several hiking trails, so when we get there, we'll just pick one and we'll take you guys through it. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey everybody, we're here in Torrey Pines State Natural Reserve. We're ready to go do our hike, and this is the entrance right here. There's our friends, and we'll go head down and see you guys in a little bit. So a couple of things here while we're going down the trails. One, you gotta stay covered, of course, with the masks, and two, the trails are marked. I'm not sure if you guys can see it there, but there are ropes. So folks, this is a Torrey Pine. This is what the area is named for. The Torrey Pine is actually a rare species of pine found mainly here in the Del Mar area in San Diego County, and also in the Channel Islands in an island called Santa Rosa off the Channel Islands. They're, as you can see, they get pretty tall. The first one we saw earlier, it's kind of like, somebody described it as reminiscent of the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. You know, the branches and the leaves aren't spaced apart, or are spaced apart, I'm sorry, and they're not close together. So we're gonna head down here. It's fairly early in the morning. It's about 8:30, 8:45, and you can see there's already a lot of folks out here. So my suggestion is come early. Now, we did come here before during the evening, and it was really crowded because a lot of people like watching the sunset. So just a couple of things. I imagine it gets pretty crowded too in the summertime. So here we are, folks. This is one of the trails that's going to the beach. One of the allures to the Torrey Pine State Natural Reserve is not only that it's a hiking trail, but it also have really great views. We're approaching one here. As you can see, here we go. We got a nice vantage point up here, and this trail just leads right to the ocean. Now we're going to go up here to this lookout point. Another thing to note is there are a lot of washed out paths here. I don't know if you guys can see it very well here, but the trail here, it's a little been eroded over time. It's basically sandstone, so it does kind of wash out fairly easily. So just a thing to keep in mind. Here are the boundaries that I was talking about earlier. You're not allowed to go past these ropes, and if you do and you get caught, it's a $400 fine. So just to keep in mind, folks, don't go out there even if you see that nice shot or that beautiful plant or flower. Stay within the path. Alright, so here we are. We're approaching one of the overlooks. We gotta take our time and navigate this because this is one of those washed out areas. Another nice view. Kind of hard to get a good reference at this area, but that's kind of a deep cavern, a deep valley area right here that leads down to the ocean. And we're on our way down to one of the beach trails. It did say that the beach was closed. They took out the stairway that leads down directly to the beach, but we're gonna go check it out. Another thing too, right here you can see us navigating down this washed out trail. Again, watch your footing here. It could get slippery, but the footing is definitely odd. You can easily twist your ankle if you're not watching it. So just be aware of that. So we're heading down towards Yucca Point, and if you can see here, I think these are the yucca plants over here. So kind of interesting. I guess maybe that's why they call it Yucca Point. Actually, I'm not sure. If you guys know, put it down in the comments below. Feel free to correct me. I'm not an expert on plant. Still heading down the trail to Yucca Point. Some of the areas are narrow, but once again, they're well marked. Oh, look at that, Mr. Lizard. Hello, Mr. Lizard. And that's one of the main reasons why they are blocked off. There is a lot of wildlife here that's indigenous to the area, so stay in the paths and, you know, help protect the wildlife. It's not just the wildlife, but also the natural plants. Like, look at this thing right here. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, let's help preserve that, folks. So here we are, folks. Sorry for the lighting, we made it. And look at that view. There's Chito taking a picture. There's Mila, and there's Liz. And look at that view. That nice view, folks.
Yeah.
There's Cheat. terrain is pretty uneven, so watch yourself. Again, these are all ankle twisters right here, so please be careful, especially when you run into a place where it's fairly narrow and you got people going in the other direction. We just ran into it earlier, and also the terrain was actually pretty bad. There was a lot of rocks, so you have to really watch out how you're gonna navigate that terrain. And there's the folks right there. We're still going down. The trail leads all the way down there to where those people are, and all the way out there where these rocks are. So that's where we're headed. See you when we get down there. That's another thing too, folks. You go at your own pace, but be mindful of the other folks that are faster than you. Some people actually come out here to work out, which is okay, you know, and gotta respect that. So, just part of just being overall nice and friendly. Well, here we are, we made it. More warning signs, unstable cliff. So that's the beach, folks. And over here there used to be access to go down to the beach. There used to be stairs or a ladder. And due to the erosion, it all wore out. So they weren't able to maintain the stairs. Or actually, I think they said it's going into maintenance right now. So another point to cover here, folks. These cliffs, they're all made out of sandstone. You can kind of see how delicate they are because they're eroding pretty well. Here's a good sample of this stuff. And right there it even says unstable cliffs. Or the reason for that is because these cliffs are made out of sandstone and they naturally erode over time, especially when there rains. Actually, when it rains, they will close some sections over here due to fear of the cliffs being unstable. Another thing they say is when you're down there at the beach, make sure you don't walk underneath these cliffs or really close to them, because at any time, because of the erosion, at any time part of the cliff may wear off and fall down. And you know, the reason they say this is because it's happened before, it hit people before. So just something to be aware of. Again, beautiful views, beautiful hike. Some of it is fairly difficult, at least for us. There's uneven terrain and steep elevations. We're gonna feel it going back because we've been going downhill the whole way. So we'll let you know how well we fare off when we get up there. Okay, folks, we're making our trek back up. As you can see, we're headed away from the ocean and going uphill. So here we go. It's actually not too bad. The inclines aren't too steep, so don't get scared. Approaching another nice lookout. Again, for reference, That's where we came from. That sign down there is where we went down the stairs. And there's the path coming up. Hey, just an interesting note here. I was just told that on the trail there are these color-coded markers. You see that? And they have these little tags here. So this was supposed to be in case of emergency. If you get in trouble, you're on the trail and you can't move, you have your phone, you can call in and say, hey, I'm on this trail, I'm at the purple marker. And then you read this little thing here, BH03, and that's supposed to help you get rescued. Yeah, I didn't know that. Interesting fact. So we took the north trail, and guess where it led us? We're on the outer edges of Torrey Pines. And there's the golf course right there, you can kind of see it. We're on the border between the State Natural Reserve and the golf course. Alright folks, we reached the road. This road right here, it's only open to pedestrian traffic, but this used to be the old Highway 1, the old coastal highway. And you could kind of see how narrow it is, gauging by the people that's there, you know. And they eventually closed it and went to the new coastal highway. Right now, it's a nice little walkway for everybody. And it's actually, like I said, it's not open to the public as far as vehicle traffic. It's only open to the, I'm sure, the rangers and the people that maintain the natural reserve here. Interesting fact, we didn't know that this place was actually used by the US military 1941, 1945, so they must have just set it up during World War II. Huh. Kinda interesting. There you have it folks, Torrey Pine State Natural Reserve. Beautiful hike, come down here and enjoy it. If you guys like this content, please give it a thumbs up. And also, if you guys like this kind of content, please give us a comment below and tell us what about it you like, and maybe other future ones that you'd like us to go do. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so we can keep giving you guys these kind of contents. Anyway folks, it's Marcel from TFNG, and Mila's right behind the camera there, and we'll see you guys next time.